Hey guys, will be part one of my walkthrough for the Ford F-150 build. I'm going to try and record as much of it as I can to show you guys what it's like to paint and build a truck from scratch. I mean, it wasn't in a very good condition when I started. Hopefully it turns out a whole lot better than what it was when we started. Today, in this video, I'll be showing the sanding and bondoing and anything like all that kind of stuff, popping dents out. Well, I've actually popped most of the dents out of the bed. The front 2 quarter panels are already done. I still have the cab and the hood and the doors to do. I still got to get a new tailgate. That's the only thing of the body I still have to buy. But in this video I'll just be showing, like I said, the sanding and all. So I hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe, like. Alright, so first things first, I got to get these little fender, I guess you call them fender flares, off. They're just screwed in with little screws. Ain't nothing hard to get off. And take the fuel door off, which I haven't figured out yet how to get off. I don't really see anything holding it in I could unscrew, so have to figure that out. Tailgate's already off. There's a few dents I can't get out, like that one. Can't really get to it for some reason, but I got most of them out so far. Now I just got to start sanding on it. But we got to get the trim off first. Alright, now that I got those off, you can kind of see where the person before me half-ass painted it. It was red before the black, of course, and then that down there was added also after the black, and it wasn't done a very good job either. So I'm going to start sanding on it now. I may wipe some of the mud off with a rag, but it should be alright. It's going to get scratched up anyways from the sander. Gotta figure out how to get this off somehow. Maybe something inside under here that you can get it off with. That should come out since I took the screws out of it. Somewhere. Well. Oh, there's one more right there. It's a flathead. Alright, so the fuel door is held on by some nuts on the back. There's not really a bolt in the front. Hopefully it comes out and don't start spinning. It won't focus. There it goes. But the nuts are 7/16. I'm going to go ahead and get that off real quick. Alright, I finally got that thing off. Bolts were like caked in mud. Well, one's bent, as you can see, for some reason. Guess now I'm gonna start sanding on it. Pretty much that's everything I gotta take off. I'm probably gonna throw these little things away. They just sit up in there so that way you can't see down the bed. But go ahead and get started on that.
Empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, who upon the finger rests, murdered now the path of my sweet, just because the sun has come. Jesus wants to fucking whistle, something with the past is done. Jesus wants to fucking whistle, something but the past is done. Why? enough to bring you down. Mother Mary, won't you whisper something but the past is done? Mother Mary, won't you whisper something but the past is done? Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. Why can't we sleep forever? I just want to start this over.
Alright, so I currently have this half of the bed done, or this side half of this panel. You do not have to sand it all the way down to the metal, which when I did my Dodge I thought that, but gladly someone we know paints vehicles for a living, and he told me that before I started sanding it down to the metal. But you just have to make it smooth to where you can't feel the difference, like where it goes down to the metal and comes back to the paint, so that way it's smooth when you paint over it. I mean, when you're sanding over it, you'll start finding the dents because the paint won't start sanding where it's at. I mean, I can feel this one. I've already been sanding through it. I won't bother with Bondo in that one, but for example, like dents down here, I mean, of course you can see that one, but I'll Bondo through that one and make it smooth with the body. Something I meant to say at the beginning of the video is, I don't know what the guy did with it before we had it, but this side is beat up pretty bad. I don't know what hit it. I'm gonna try and fix as much of it as I can. I pushed as much of it out too with a hammer and board that I could. I'm gonna try and bond over some of it and make it smoother. Smoothed all this out. It was it sunk in bad, had a crease. It's gone now. I'll just sand that down smooth and paint over it. But for the most part, it's just real time consuming, and just make it smooth. I use 400 grit when I'm getting ready to be finished with it and painting it. You can use anywhere from a 80 grit to a 150, I'd say, to start sanding stuff like this. I started off with 400, which is on that roll. And as you could see probably in the video, that took me a little bit to do that with the 400, and then I went to the 120. And it sort of knocked some of these places out that had holes in the paint. It sort of smoothed it out pretty quickly, because it takes the paint off more than smoothing it out. But it cleaned these up kind of well. I didn't really bother getting the dirt off. I'm gonna continue this panel. My phone only records up to 10 minutes at one time, so I had to stop it, or it stopped itself and I didn't know it. So I'll just try and do another recording of this. Hopefully this panel will be done. That'll be all I do for the day. Since I have to do this after work, it's almost dark time now. We actually don't own an auto body shop. We own a cabinet shop, and I just do this for the heck of it. So let's get back to it.
Just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Why can't we?
This is how much I got finished. I haven't finished sanding all the Bondo off, and I may have to go back over it again. But maybe another week or two this will be done, since I'm just working on it in the afternoons. This weekend I won't be able to work on it. Hopefully I'll be working on the cab though. Like I said, 2 weeks. Maybe it'll be painted by the end of October, beginning of November sometime. But something I want to say about my Dodge is it's dark time now and can't really see it, but I guess I'll give a review on the pods I have in my truck, since they're not a big name brand. As you can see, they're kind of bright. Mainly it's just the two on the side. The one in the middle don't really do anything, it's just there. The two on the outside are Run D. They're an Amazon brand. They're $100 for two of them, I believe. The one in the middle is a forgot the name brand, but you can only get it at crap, what's the name of the place? Tractor Supply. It's the 7 1/4, and then the ones on the outsides are 3 inches, but instead of a square lens, it's a square housing, but instead of a square lens, it's round with 6 LEDs. They're pretty good. I don't even use my headlights because of them. I mean, as you can tell sitting right here, they're pretty bright. They're flood only. The one in the middle is spot and flood combo. I mean, compared to my headlights, you can't really even tell my headlights came on. And I do use them on the highway since they're below your headlights, so I just turn them off when I pass people. So I don't even use my high beam switch anymore. I just use those. But I figured I'd leave a review on those, since I'm out here with them on and can show them off. Well, that's all I have for this video today. Hopefully I'll be done with the bed soon and start painting. I still got to go pick out the color and all, but it will be a blue most likely. Don't know. I know we wanted a kind of dark blue, not as dark as my truck, which my truck's green, but not that dark of a shade. But hopefully it'll be done by November. I'll be posting more on the build of both trucks. My truck won't be on as much as I hoped. It'll be more about the build the next 2 months of the Ford. Let's see, I still haven't heard anything about the steering kit and all for my Dodge. Hopefully that'll be in this month, I guess. I don't know. If I don't hear from them next week, I'll email them and see. Hopefully I'll get the lift on by January, hopefully before. I'm waiting to see if they put their lift on sale. They usually do around Thanksgiving and Christmas, so I'll see what that's like then. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it, subscribe for more, and I'll be posting some hopefully beginning of next week, or next week I'll be posting another video. This weekend I won't be able to work on it. I'll be going to an Alabama football game Saturday, and we won't be back till maybe late Sunday night, so it'll be next week before I start on it again. But hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the like button and subscribe.